had to get the laugh out.
Like, why gotta be so serious?
I want to be on the podcast too.
He's like, you know what? I was looking at you guys through this window.
Why you like Yogi Bear? Wait, so there are only 5 cigars in here?
Okay, hold on. One more drink. Drink your water, some water.
No, the one.
Hey everybody, this is Tough Talk Tuesdays. I'm Denean.
I'm Katrina.
And what are you tough about today?
Let's be tough about shooting your shot.
Okay, shooting a shot. What are we tough about with that? So what's what would be the question?
Okay, so let's say you have a guy friend. His name is Daquan.
Okay, Daquan.
Okay. And you have a girlfriend and her name is, I don't know.
Do they need names?
Yes,
really?
because so it makes sense.
The picture?
Yeah.
Okay, so Daquan and
Lakeisha.
Daquan and Lakeisha.
Yes. Okay, so Lakeisha's your friend.
Okay.
And guy friend is Daquan.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So Lakeisha comes up to you and she's like, you know what? I have a thing for Daquan.
Oh, okay.
Can you try to set us up, Cupid?
Okay.
So you go and approach Daquan, and then deep down inside you actually have feelings for Daquan.
Okay.
Do you now try to,
still set them up?
Your shot, or do you, Lakeisha's your homegirl. You can't just leave her like that.
Okay, that's a tricky one because that is pretty much you're going against loyalty.
Yep.
Loyalty versus your own heart, okay, or your own feelings.
Yeah.
Right. So that's a tricky one. Like, do you go past your feelings because you really like this person, and then let your friend have that shot, and you guys could have worked out, or do you just shoot your shot yourself and say, yo, Lakeisha hates you, Daquan, I want you.
I think you would have a different relationship with Daquan compared to Lakeisha. So even if you let Lakeisha have time with Daquan, I think you and Daquan would still have that low key yo, you're still my number one type of vibe.
But that's sneaky.
But it's sneaky. But then if you know that it's not gonna work out, you guys are always gonna have each other at the end of the day.
Okay, so now let me tell you this now.
Do you still like Lakeisha, knowing that it's not going to work out?
Because if you're going back to loyalty versus your heart, right? Then if that's the case, you would follow your heart. Because guess what you already did? You already broke your loyalty. Because if you and the dude are already chatting on the low, you get what I'm saying?
Yeah. Why
and Lakeisha's in the dark, and that's your friend.
Why even
right? You might as well never have done that,
exactly,
right?
Yeah.
And then on top of that, if they break up, which they most likely will in that scenario, what will happen? You're gonna go to
then you look like a snake because then Lakeisha's gonna be like, yo, so this whole time you had a thing for Daquan. Exactly. Okay, I feel you. Yeah.
So Daquan and Lakeisha
you ain't gonna get together because I want him for myself.
Don't get together. Just joking. But anyway, so that's pretty much my thoughts on that.
Okay, so shooting your shot. Have you ever, or would you ever shoot your shot if you like someone, or would you just wait for them to approach you?
I would shoot my shot. No bold bars. Like, what? You're mine now. I like you.
Pounce.
You're mine and I want you. So, you know what? Honestly, not all the time. I know for a fact, not everyone. Sometimes you don't even know if someone even feeling you some type, right? So you just have to kind of gauge the situation. Yeah. Start the conversation at least, and then see if it's a possibility. Yeah. Right. That's usually or typically how it should be. There's some people that just have a lot of confidence, so they'll approach everybody and say, yeah.
Well, you know what? I didn't want you anyways.
And then they turn around and say that, but rejection,
it's a no-no.
No one likes to be rejected. No. Let's be 100%.
Yeah.
Right? Even if you didn't want the person and you just were pretending and you said, yo, do you want me to pretend? No. Guess what happens? You're going to feel like trash. So regardless of anything, the most confident as well, right?
Mm-hmm. Let's see.
So onto those the same topics.
Yeah.
So,
let me see. I think I have some questions here. Yeah.
Yeah.
Let me see. So let's say you guys weren't Daquan and you guys didn't have like feelings like that. Mm-hmm. Okay, so you're trying to set up Lakeisha with Daquan. Daquan says no because he actually wants you for himself. Mm-hmm. What do you do in that situation? Do you take the risk of ruining a friendship that you've had with Daquan to actually be in a love relationship? Mm-hmm. Or do you say no because you think the friendship that you guys have already, you don't want to ruin that? So do you take a leap in actually being in a relationship with Daquan?
I would say no. I would say no.
Yeah. I think friendship.
LOE, loyalty over everything.
You say LOE?
Yep, loyalty over everything.
Oh, sorry. I thought you were trying to spell it L. I'm like, that's not how you spell it. I'm like, what?
If I spelled it like that, I would have to go back to school for facts. And starting from grade 1 or kindergarten and work my way up. But yeah.
So do you so you say no, you don't?
I say no. It's just like, whatever, like, nah, like, she likes you. But it's hard, man. It's hard because, what do you mean?
So you rather have the friendship and not try a thing with Daquan, you're saying?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Okay.
Because that's your friend, right? But at the same time, it's a tricky thing because what if you really like this person? Are you going to stop yourself or your heart from following what you want over the needs of somebody else, regardless if it's your friend or not? Right? Like, when do you say, hey, I like him. Like, you know what I'm saying? So I'm going to, you know what I mean? I'm going to go and talk to him instead of her, like, type of thing, right?
Yeah.
Instead of her talking to him. So it's like, where would you draw that line? So I always think that people should, regardless of anything, like, to be completely 100%, you gotta just follow your heart. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Your heart, unfortunately, actually...
But sometimes it gets into trouble when you...
I was gonna say that.
Yeah.
I was gonna say that. But in the end, you could say that's something you completely, full-heartedly wanted to do. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, like, when you're older now, and you're like, instead of you having regrets saying, I wanted to do this, right? You did it. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. It's like, yo, I did it. Like, I followed my dream.
You never tried. Like, you tried, even if you got, like, rejection, you still tried. Is that what you're trying to say?
No.
So if you get rejected now, are you still friends with that person?
No. I don't want to be embarrassed.
No, I mean, I'm just joking. Embarrassed.
No, I'm just joking. If it's already your friend, right?
And then you
could agree, and you go, yo, you tell your friend, you go, yo, I like you, and your friend goes, well,
I don't like you.
I don't see
that
happening.
What do you do? Do you still?
Oh, you're still friends with that person. Who cares? It's like, hey, yeah, I already told you. Who cares? You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But if it's a stranger,
no,
and the stranger goes, the stranger's like, what? I don't like from here. Yeah. So.
Okay, no, I meant like they're your friend. So you're still friends.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you said you're still friends, right?
Yeah, still friends. Yeah. What? Why not? So now, speaking of friends, I'll tell you this. I read something, right? And the article pretty much said that a man was going through it when he killed himself, right?
Okay.
Because his wife was cheating with his best friend and he couldn't handle it, right?
Okay.
So pretty much he shot himself, he killed himself now, right? So that's an unfortunate situation, so you couldn't deal with that, right? But at the same time, my question to you is, if you now are in a relationship and your spouse cheats, right? Are you going to be devastated like that because it's with your best friend? Or are you going to be, like, cut off the best friend? Are you going to cut off your spouse? Who's in the wrong? Who's in the wrong? And whose side would you take if a side is taken, right?
I see. I would cut off both. But still leaving like a slightly open door for my friend. But the guy's done. Because we've had a different relationship compared to my friendship, right? So you broke that bond. I'm never gonna trust you again. So there's no point of having you in my life. I mean, we could try again, but for what? It's just not gonna work. Okay. So that guy's done. So I'll definitely leave a slight door open for my friend, but it will still be shut for a little bit of time. Like, a little time needs to pass, and then I'll see if I want to reach out to that person again.
Okay.
How about you? Like, who do you think's in the wrong?
I think they're both in the wrong, obviously. Your friend, you're gonna... I have to agree with you, actually, because your friend is... They always say your friends are always gonna be there, right? Yeah, but then sometimes it's not true.
Yeah.
And then they say, never, like, you know... like, know the difference between the two, because a man could always leave and stuff like that, but your friends always be there, right? So, you want to probably take it a little easy on a friend, because depending on, but then some people could look at it like, yo, you're my friend, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you shouldn't have did this or did that, knowing blah, 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 blah. It's like...
Especially my spouse.
But marriage is...
Marriage, that's a whole different type of feeling. I mean, if it's just like a boyfriend, girlfriend... But now this is like this is my husband. And I don't know if kids are involved. You don't even know if kids are involved in that situation or not. But this is my husband. Like, we both went down the aisle together. And you're really going to go and be my best friend and go and get my husband. And then on top of that, you being my husband, you're really going to go for my best friend?
Yeah.
So it's
they both have to go.
Yeah, they're just both going to have to go.
They both are thrown out, yes. Because... Yeah.
And they're both in the wrong.
That's a different type of disrespect.
But now, I think your first question was if I would be that dramatic to kill myself. Is that what you said?
Not in a... Yeah, well,
okay,
yeah.
so...
Would you feel so devastated that you can't continue on with life?
Right.
And life in general doesn't mean killing yourself. It could just mean you don't want to work, you can't
like
sleep,
going to, like,
you can't
depression?
eat. Depressed.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think me being a Scorpio, I'm very...
emotional.
Okay. I'm very emotional. So, of course, at first, my instant reaction is going to be sad. I'm not the type of person, or I haven't experienced going into a deep depression. I do understand when people do go through that, but it hasn't happened for me. I don't think I would go as far as, ending life. But I would definitely be sad. They do say the number of years that you're with some person is, and you times that by 2, that's how long it takes for you to get with that person, right? That's what they say. So depending on how long I was with that person, it's going to take time for me to reflect and bounce back. I think that's with anybody. But it's unfortunate that that person decided to do that. I think there was more to the story that you told me.
I can't remember. But
didn't you say that the spouse was going to go back? So he cheated with the best friend, and the spouse was going to...
Oh, as she was trying to go back to work it out with him, then boom, he died.
He died.
He was
so
dead.
She felt guilty.
That would be a different type of
guilt.
That's
a whole different... Yeah, the whole story is
if you know that someone killed themselves over you or because of you, that's something that...
a one-time incident that you could have, prevented?
Yeah.
No.
But the thing is,
guilty.
That would be a different type of guilt, right?
Yeah.
But that's the thing though, regardless of what you are, whatever common law, marriage, whatever, you have to have a strong bond and a strong enough bond, because guess what happens? Anyone could really cheat. Let's be 100%. Anybody could really cheat, right? Yeah. So it's you just have to have that bond. That's why I think in life you just have to make sure that you don't settle and you're just trying to find that person.
Yeah, and don't ignore the flags.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Because when you think of marriage, you think of a lifetime. You know what I'm saying? This is someone you want to see old, right?
Yeah.
And looking at you old, not even the same person anymore, right?
Yeah.
But it's someone you want to spend a lifetime with. Okay, that's what marriage is. So if you can't look at someone and you cannot, you guys know your energies are not intertwined. You know what I'm saying? Why try? You know what I mean? There's some people
easier said than done. Yeah. I mean, we can easily say we don't vibe, I'm not going to talk to you anymore. Sometimes you just fall in love and then you get comfortable. So it's hard to get out of that comfortable state.
Yes,
you know?
The thing is, it's true. A lot of people just don't want to change, or they know something's going on.
Yeah.
And they don't want to change it, so they get very stagnant and just stay in the same position, right?
Yeah.
But then you're not living your best life. You're not living at all.
You're not living your true life.
Your true life.
Yeah.
Right? For yourself. Like, you're just comfortable. What's comfortable? You know what I mean? We should never stay... Comfort is nice, don't get me wrong.
Of course.
But you should always want to do more.
Mm-hmm.
Like, for yourself.
Yeah.
And then when you know you can't do no more, like, still try to do something.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's, like... To me, that's all that matters in the end, right? Yeah. So it's like, I don't know. It's a very... Do you have any more questions there?
I think I had one more.
Okay.
Let's see. How do you feel... I think this is kind of within the topic. If it's not, I apologize. I'm very random, so get used to it. How do you feel about your guy friend going for all of your single friends in your circle?
Oh... So your guy friends going for all the single friends in the circle?
Yeah, like they try with one girl, and then it doesn't work out. I'm gonna go to the next one that's single. Sex doesn't even have to be involved.
It's just they want to bounce around,
and they're trying to like find. How do you feel about that situation?
I just think that's pretty whack. For one, because why try to like you look dumb. You're trying to really shoot your shot at a girl's circle. We talk. We're gonna be like, yo, can you believe this clown tried to, you know what I mean? Tried to talk to me, and he just tried to talk to you yesterday, and then we're gonna talk our garbage. You get what I'm saying? And you're gonna look dumb. So it's
if you want to continue looking like a clown,
then
go ahead. I'm not gonna stop you.
I'm letting every guy know, every girl will talk about you.
Yep.
Within their circle.
And it doesn't take long for that story to go around the circle.
Exactly. So, and we're gonna say, well...
You know what? We're probably going to entertain it. Still entertain
it.
Still make you look like a clown.
And trade information.
Yes. And laugh.
And laugh. That's it.
And
so
you're the clown.
That's not the best thing to do.
No.
But some guys though, granted, I'm gonna say this, my opinion. I feel like some guys just don't have game, right? And
what do you mean, like they don't know how to
approach girls? Okay. And girls are annoying too. Like let's be 100%.
So annoying. We are very annoying.
Some girls, like I've seen guys go approach a girl and be nice about it.
Right.
And they will give some attitude, like, you know, it makes like a guy's gonna say like, what the hell? Like you're gonna start getting what's the word I'm looking for? I guess fearful of trying to go and talk to somebody, right? Because that's the attitude you're gonna get, right?
Yeah.
But I think personally, a lot of guys some guys don't have game, or they don't know how to, like, let's say, talk to a girl.
Like start or form a conversation.
Exactly. Okay. Right. So with that being said, now they don't meet girls.
Yeah.
And believe it or not, I think it's way harder for a guy to meet a girl than a girl is to meet a guy, right? Like if we're out there really seeking.
Yeah.
And we're single or whatever we're really seeking, we're gonna find somebody.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
A guy that has no game.
No game.
And like just not he's just not up.
He doesn't have the stuff together.
Exactly. Yeah. He's not finding any girls. And if he does,
I shouldn't laugh, actually.
If he does, then good for him. Good for him. But other than that, I just think they don't have the game. So what happens is they go through, like, if they have a friend, that's a girl. They want to go, but it's not even that. Some guys just love to know every girl.
Every girl, yeah.
Like, who's that? Who's that?
Yeah.
The newest girl.
Even when they have someone at home.
Yeah. There you go. Right? They always want to know the newest thing.
The newest piece of
meat.
And
I always remember guys saying this, and I never understood it. Right? Tell me what your opinion is on it. A few guys go to me. They say, "Oh, okay, girls are like a fast food chain restaurant, right?" Listen, this is what I've heard guys say this.
Okay.
In different versions. Okay, girls are like a fast food chain, and then I'm like, why? Why? Yeah, they're in a fast food chain, so I'm like, why? And then they go, yeah, so because they might have their favorite, let's say, fast food chain. So if they love Wendy's, right? Okay. They love Wendy's and they eat Wendy's all the fucking time. And then what will happen is then they pass McDonald's one day and they're hungry. And then they pass
distracted.
They pass A&W and they pass all types of things, and then they're like, oh, maybe I'll try that today. Right. I've heard guys say this. I'm like, how does that make any sense to you? You get what I'm saying?
So they feel that we get easily distracted.
No, they get easily distracted.
They get... Oh,
yeah.
so that... Oh.
So that's the explanation I got for why guys like a lot of girls. Right? But the thing is, too, which is interesting, because I've had some guys say this, too, as well. And guys, when I can't... So, in a few episodes, you guys will see, of Tough Talk Tuesday, we'll have maybe a guy here, right?
Get a guy's
opinion on certain things, right? Because we can't just be biased the whole time and continue to just say our point of views, which we can, and we will, but we'll have guys there here.
We'll give you guys a chance to speak.
Yeah. I had a guy say to me now, like girls, you girls can't really, you guys can't do that because and it was true, because I agreed with what he said. It's like, girls obviously are emotional cheaters, right? And guys are physical cheaters. So if a girl is emotionally attached to someone now, or is gonna cheat with someone, it's because they're built on an emotional level. But I don't 100% agree with that, because some girls will just go in, sleep with whomever, right? So that's not for everybody, but majority, yes. Like, we're more emotional. Guys say they like to cheat. It's a physical it's a physical thing. So they're not even, that makes sense. They just want it, but they don't. Sense. There's no attachment.
Look what social media has done. You know what I'm saying? So that's why guys get attracted to women based on how they look, and not knowing how they could potentially be ditzy, or you won't have like a lot of interest in anything that you guys have. Like, you know, it doesn't. I mean, some men do get emotionally attached to someone. It's rare, but it does happen. Yeah. So I agree with what that guy said, but I don't know. You said you do, but you don't.
I agree with it in a sense, but I just think us girls have more to lose. Like, you could get the baby, right? Like, you get the baby, you know, the kids stay with you, that type of thing, right? So you have to be careful on a lot of things as well, right? So we can't be as, like, I guess, promiscuous in a sense, right? Right. So that's just kind of my take on it, but it is what it is. I just say everyone do what you want to do. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's like, I
mean, don't cheat.
No, don't cheat. But, you know, there's some theories, like, are you single until you're married? Do you get what I'm saying?
Oh, okay.
That type of theory, because, hey.
Which would be another topic, because that's a really good topic.
That would be another good topic. On. Yeah, for sure. So, I mean, you know, we'll probably touch on that, but definitely we've had some, from the first episode of Tough Talk Tuesdays, we had some people disagree with certain things we said. So there'll obviously be a time where we circle back around with those questions. Okay. And
like respond to have their responses on the podcast?
Not really the responses, or we'll just read what certain people say and just kind of respond to it, or give their point of views, right? Because you know, not everything that people say all the time you're gonna agree with. Yep. But I'm open to hear any.
We're giving you a chance to also have, you know, a word or
definitely
something to say.
But I think for now that's the end of this episode of Tough Talk Tuesday. I'm Denean once again.
I'm Katrina.
And we'll see you next Tuesday to know what you're tough about.
Bye, guys.
Bye. Hi everybody, this is Tough Talk Tuesday. I am Denean.
I'm Katrina.
What are you tough about today?
Let's be tough about, you know, what's it called again? Swinging your shot?
Yeah. Shooting your shot?
Oh, okay.
The only thing he's swinging is his nuts.
I'm sorry. Let's talk about, what is this? Shooting your shot. Okay, I'm sorry.
Just do it again. Just throw the whole clip away.